Hola!
Baje! Happy say hello in your language. Today we're in a brand new snapshot. This one
Again?
adds skulk sensors.
Yay, something good and useful and happy. See, look, happy plant.
Yes, it is a very happy plant, Flubbukin.
Happy plant.
It emits a redstone signal. It can also be waterlogged, and we'll use this feature later. Anyway, this snapshot also added the new dripstone biome, and I'll go ahead and show you a clip of that here. So yeah, that's a thing that they added.
Good?
Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the build designs and uses for the skulk sensor. Alright, so the first use we have for the skulk sensor is as a way to set off traps. So I have a skulk sensor buried under the ground here, and let's say that I'm just going home after a long day. Boom. Pitfall trap. So you see that I use scaffolding and carpets as a way to make a pitfall trap. The skulk sensor goes off, it sends the pulse up to the piston, which pushes the scaffolding and it knocks it all down. It really works great as a pitfall trap. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to make that pitfall trap I just did. So, what you're going to do is you're going to place scaffolding next to a piston, which is next to a skulk sensor, or connected to one in some way, shape, or form. And you put carpets on top, and then when the piston extends, it'll push the bottom scaffolding, and it'll break all of them along with the carpet. So the person then falls. So it'll do something like this. It was extremely laggy, but I hope you get the point. Another use we have for the skulk sensor is as a way to set the mood. So let's say you have a really spooky or extraterrestrial feel to your build. You can see what I mean? As you walk, you set off the skulk sensors and it creates that ominous sound that you're hearing right now. You see? It really is spooky, and I can picture this being used in a lot of horror themed builds and horror maps. Alright, so now we have the skulk sensor being used as an alarm. So what you do is when someone approaches this alarm, it sends a redstone pulse to trigger the bell, just like you heard right there. I will warn you though, this can get really obnoxious really fast, as seen over here. When I get close to this thing, you see what I mean? And you can even go as far as putting repeaters on different bells to make them all sound at different times. It's a really good home intrusion alarm system, that's for sure. Alright, so another use for the skulk sensor is as a redstone timer. As you see here, the piston is extending and retracting at a fairly constant rate, and this is really helpful when doing farms and things like that. So you can see that the skulk sensor detects movement, it sends the signal, the piston receives that signal, it pushes up the observer, which is detected by this other observer, and the redstone signal is sent on. So again, over here you can see wool occlusion, so that way it can't get signals from over here, and the only place it can receive signals is from this piston extending and retracting. Now, as I'm sure you can see, the piston extending and retracting is in itself creating a movement pulse, which is being sent to the skulk sensor. This kind of creates an everlasting loop, and it would be really helpful during farm building. Alright, so the next use we have for the skulk sensor is as a terraforming block. Now, there aren't that many designs for this block currently because the rest of the blocks that kind of complement it aren't in the game yet, as of this snapshot. So, I used it here in combination with a bunch of prismarines, some nether blocks, and things like that in order to create this blue landscape. I think this would work really well underwater and as like I guess like an alien or extraterrestrial type of build. And last but certainly not least, we have the use of the skulk sensor as an aquarium block. So you can see here, it kind of looks a little bit like moving coral or an upside down jellyfish, which do exist actually. And it just makes the aquarium seem a little bit more alive, and it really complements the blues under the water as well. That's pretty much gonna cover it for all of the build uses and like ways you can use the skulk sensor in this new snapshot. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave your support. It's greatly appreciated. We have a Discord. Please feel free to join. You can talk to us. It's fun. It's fun. Anyway, we'll see y'all in the next video or live stream. Bye, guys. Bye.